I mean, obviously home openers, really exciting. The excitement on campus, going to be a sold-out stadium, rocking environment. Would love playing at home, you know, to do it against the top 15 team. Big conference game, always the first conference game of the year is always such a huge game, and really can catapult you into a great year. You know, kind of put you behind the 8 ball a little bit, where you got to play catch up the rest of the year. So it's a big game for us. Obviously against a really tough opponent. So we got to make a lot of improvements off of last week. I obviously want to see a big jump in guys, not so much maybe the older guys. Guys, we talk about our older guys, they played well. Why did they play well? You know, you can really look at them. Why did they play well? What did they do positive? What did they do that wasn't as great? Where were their mistakes? But a lot of the older guys, they identify those things anyway. You know, they're going to tell you what their mistakes were and things that they did well and things they did poorly. Where we got to make a huge improvement is the guys that haven't played a whole lot. You know, where this was a lot of guys' first opportunity to be out there in a game or taking a lot of meaningful snaps, where they get to watch themselves and see how different games are than practice. And that's where you want to see guys really take huge steps forward with not just in their preparation, but also in their performance on Saturday. So that's going to be a pretty big deal for us. So, but we're fired up. We're excited. It should be an exciting week on campus with everything going on.
Questions? We have a mic here.
Would you rather be in your position of having played a game and gotten the experience, or rather be LSU and be a little more of an unknown? Is there an advantage there, or is it overblown?
Yeah, I don't know that there's an advantage. I don't know that there's a disadvantage. I mean, you could obviously, you know, the advantage for us, our guys, we played in a very tough road environment against to me, what is an in-state rival? You know, I mean, and I think everybody in this room appreciates that more than maybe on a national scene of what we were going into and what we were facing in that environment on Saturday night, last Saturday night. So for our younger guys, it's great. You know, even for our older guys to get a game under their belt, I think that's fantastic too. You know, but they also have the advantage. They're fresh. Didn't have to play last week, so their players are all much fresher, ready to go. You know, they have a new defensive staff pretty much, and you know, you don't get to see what they're doing on defense. All their new players, you don't see where new guys are going to be. They have a bunch of new starters, how they're going to utilize those players. So, you know, I think there's probably advantages on both sides and disadvantages on both sides, and I don't know that one really outweighs the other.
Kind of jumping off that question, so how you prepare this week, not seeing a fresh LSU team? I mean, how do y'all go about doing that?
Well, I mean, you're looking at all kinds of different things. You know, I mean, you're going through last year's film to watch personnel. You know, you're going through Alabama stuff to look at more scheme of where they came from. You know, I mean, you peek at USC stuff with Ed as the D-line coach. You know, you're not real sure what are they going to draw from schematically, and then personnel. You know, you're watching just the players play, but you don't know how they're going to do something in a different scheme. So on that aspect of us on the offensive side of the ball, really hard to prepare for, because so most of our focus has to be on ourselves and our own execution and just do what we do well.